Prabhuji, I think you may start, Prabhuji. Prema Dhwani is almost about to complete. You may start.
Yes, Prabhuji. I just opened Facebook to check.
Yes, Prabhuji. Almost done.
Yes, Prabhuji. That's okay. You still want me to do a little kirtan, or we can just directly start if it's already 5-7 minutes over, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. I mean, if you want to do a brief kirtan, it is fine, but you may proceed with the class also, since it's,
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe I will just start with this class.
Okay. Yes, Prabhuji.
Devotees already had ecstatic kirtan in temple.
Prabhuji, you are already on live, Prabhuji.
Okay, should I start, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Okay. Hare Krishna. So, thank you everyone for joining in morning Bhagavatam class, and very grateful to His Grace Shyam Kishore Prabhuji for giving me this opportunity to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam in glorification of Lord Nrsimhadev on this special occasion of Nrsimha Chaturdashi, appearance day of Lord Nrsimhadev. So very, very grateful. I take this opportunity as for my own purification, and wish you all very happy Nrsimha Chaturdashi. Narayanam namaskritya naram cheva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udhiray nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavate uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki om jnanatimirandhasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सहग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्री कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना श्रीललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavedanyaya Krishna Prema Pradhayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurahatshe Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So once again, welcome everyone to morning Bhagavatam class. And again, very fortunate to be able to speak on Bhagavatam for my own purification. Today, being most auspicious appearance day of Lord Nrsingadev, we thought we'll speak a little bit on the glories of Lord Nrsingadev, on the glories of Prahlada Maharaj. So I'm taking one verse from this whole Nrsinga Leela from 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. One of my very favorite verse. Satyam vidhatum nijabhritya bhashitam vyaptim cha bhuteshu akhileshu chatmanah radashyatatya adbhuta rupamudvahan stambhe sabhayam na mrigham na manusham. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. To prove that the statement of his servant Prahlada Maharaj was substantial. In other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within the pillar of an assembly hall, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari exhibited a wonderful form never before seen. The form was neither that of a man nor that of a lion. Thus, the Lord appeared in his wonderful form in the assembly hall. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlada Maharaj, "Where is your Lord? Is he present in this pillar?" Prahlada Maharaj fearlessly replied, "Yes, my Lord is present everywhere." Therefore, to convince Hiranyakashipu that the statement of Prahlada Maharaj was unmistakably true, the Lord appeared from the pillar. The Lord appeared as half lion and half man, so that Hiranyakashipu could not understand whether the great giant was a lion or a human being. To substantiate Prahlada's statement, the Lord proved that his devotee, as declared in Bhagavad Gita, is never vanquished. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktya pranashyati. Prahlada Maharaj's demoniac father had repeatedly threatened to kill Prahlad, but Prahlad was confident that he could not be killed since he was protected by the Supreme Lord. By appearing from the pillar, the Lord encouraged his devotees, saying in effect, "Don't worry, I am present here." By manifesting his form as Nrsingadev, the Lord also preserved the truth of Lord Brahma's promise that Hiranyakashipu was not to be killed by any animal or any man. The Lord appeared in a form that could not be said to be fully a man or a lion. Nrsingadev Bhagwan ki jai, Bhaktaraj Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. So, very beautiful verse which in a nutshell summarizes this Nrsinga Leela. Satyam vidhatum nijabhritya bhashitam vyaptim cha bhuteshu akhileshu chatmanah ardashyatataya adbhuta rupamudvahan stambhe sabhayam na mrigham na manusham. So Lord appeared from a pillar. In what form? Half man, half lion. He is neither an animal nor a man. Stambhe sabhayam na mrigham na manusham. So how does Lord appear? Why does Lord appear? It's very mysterious to understand. So first of all, we all are celebrating this Narsimha Chaturdashi, and we know this is a very, very important day for all the Vaishnavas, for all of us. But it's a relativity. What is important for somebody, it depends on their consciousness. For different people, different things are important. For somebody, cricket match is more important. World Cup is more important. For somebody, politics is more important. New movie release, what is new movie release? That's more important. But for the devotees, the appearance day of the Lord, they are very, very important, because these special days, they engage us in devotional service. They enhance our devotion. Madhava Tithi Bhakti Janani. All the days related to Lord, they are giving bhakti in the heart of devotee. So why does Lord appear in this world? From Bhagavad Gita, very famous shloka, Krishna says, why do I appear in this material world? Pritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So Krishna says, I appear in this world to protect my devotees, to deliver my devotees, to annihilate the demoniac people, to establish dharma. Yuga after yuga I appear. But actually here Krishna is not telling still the real reason, real purpose of his appearance. These are all external reasons. Actually, if we really see, does Krishna need to appear to protect the devotees? He can protect the devotees sitting in his abode. He is protecting the devotees by his holy name. Prahlada Maharaj, Nrsimhadev did not appear to protect Prahlada Maharaj. Prahlada Maharaj was already protected by taking shelter of the holy name of the Lord. Hiranyakashipu had tried to kill Prahlad already in so many ways, throwing him from the cliff, by trying to kill him with all the weapons, by putting him in a pit of snakes, by putting him in a fire, by feeding him poison, by throwing him under the feet of the elephant. In so many ways, Hiranyakashipu had tried to kill Prahlad Maharaj, but he was never killed because he was protected by the holy name of the Lord. So Lord was already protecting him by his holy name. He has not to appear just to protect the devotees. So that's also not the real reason. Then does the Lord appear to kill the demoniac people? That also, Lord can kill any demon while sitting in his abode. What it takes to kill a demon? Just give him a heart attack. Just misfire his one of the nerve and he is finished. So that is also not the reason. Then dharma sanstapna arthai, to establish the religious principle. Actually, that's also not the reason. He can send his representative. He established dharma by giving the scriptures through his Shaktavesh avatar also. So that is also not the real reason. So then why does Lord appear in this material world? So Parikshit Maharaj was also asking this question. So Shukdev Goswami actually there is another very beautiful verse in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, which tells the real mood of Krishna. Why does Krishna appear in this world? Anugrahaya bhaktanam manushim dehamastita bhajate tadrishi krida yashrutva tatparo bhavet. So why does Lord appear in this world? When the Lord appears in a human-like form in this world, that is to show mercy on his devotees. He engages in such wonderful pastimes that he will attract those who see those pastimes, who hear about those pastimes. So by hearing that, they become dedicated towards the Lord. Bhajate tadrishi krida yashrutva tatparo bhavet. So Lord comes to perform his pastime, which will attract the heart of his devotee. Lord Nrsimhadev performed his Leela millions years back, and we are still hearing that pastime, and we are driving so much nectar out of that. Devotees relish that pastime, hearing again and again, hearing that pastime. So Lord's purpose of appearing in this world, mainly to attract the heart of devotee, to give the pleasure to his devotees. And when we hear these pastime, it's not that, oh, I heard Prahlada Charitra, Narsing Leela once from Bhagavatam, it's done. I heard Dhruva Charitra once, it's done. We should hear it again and again. More we hear, it gives that purification to the heart. It gives that pleasure to the heart. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, from his own pastime, he establishes this principle. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was residing in Jagannath Puri, all morning he is going to take darshan of Lord Jagannath. He will perform his kirtan. Then afternoon, he will go take bath in the ocean. After taking little rest, then he will go to Gadadhar Pandit. And what do they do there? Hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will tell Gadadhar, please speak from Bhagavatam. And Gadadhar Pandit will ask Mahaprabhu, what should I speak? What do you want to hear? And they speak Prahlada Charitra. speak Dhruva Charitra. Mahaprabhu heard Prahlad Charitra, Dhruva Charitra hundreds time. Because there's so much nectar to be driven out of all these pastimes. So Lord appeared to give pleasure to his devotees. And Lord performed his Leela. Yes, he performed all his external pastimes also. He killed the demoniac people. He protect his devotees. So when Lord kill all these demoniac people, sometimes the question come, is Lord partial? He is always coming to save the demigods, to protect them, and he is always coming to kill the asuras. Is Lord partial? Actually, this question is again from Bhagavatam. Parikshit Maharaj asked this question to Shukdev Goswami. It appears that Lord is partial sometime to his devotees and he always punishes the asuras. So is Lord partial? Shukdev Goswami in the answer says, Lord is never partial. He is equal to everybody. Lord is providing for everybody. He is fulfilling the needs of everybody. The water, air, light, all the necessities of life is equally available for everybody. But somebody who surrenders unto the Lord, Lord is specially kind to them. And when Lord is embracing somebody, he's showing his love. That's also Lord's mercy. And if he is slapping somebody, if he's killing somebody, that's also Lord's mercy. In both situations, Lord is equal to everybody. He is delivering everybody. So when Lord comes and kills Hiranyakashipu, that is also his mercy only. He is delivering them. He is doing the open heart surgery, removing all the anarthas from his heart and taking him back to his abode. Just like a patient, sometime when the patient has a disease, the patient goes to the hospital and doctor will perform some surgery. There may be some fractured bone and doctor will do some surgery, or he will cut some portion of the body. He will do sometime open heart surgery. And so he is cutting the body of the patient and treating the disease. And after the patient has been cured, actually, does he come to the doctor and shout at the doctor, hey, you were cutting my body, you were piercing in my body, you were putting all this sharp needle, or with the knife you were cutting this? He doesn't come and complain. Actually, he come and thank the doctor. Thank you very much. And he on top, he will pay the fees also. This is your fees. So Lord also does same way. He is performing this surgery. After doctor has performed surgery on the patient, patient continue to live in this material world. But when Lord performs the surgery, the sufferer, the patient doesn't have to continue in this material world. He is delivered forever. He goes back to the Supreme Lord. So that is the mercy of the Lord. In both situations, Lord is merciful. Even when he is showing anger, he is very merciful. He is showing the anger also to correct the demoniac person also. And sometimes if the Lord becomes angry on his devotee, that is also for his good. Lord is just, what is Lord asking? That surrender unto me. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam shranam vraja. Man mana bhava mad bhakto. So that's what Lord is asking. Just become my devotee, surrender unto me, take shelter of me, and I will deliver you from all the sinful reactions. So sometimes Lord show anger also. Like Lord Ramachandra also exhibited anger. He exhibited anger on Ravana. He exhibited anger on Sugriva also once. When Sugriva had become the king of Kishkinda, Lord has given him the duration of 4 months to settle down his kingdom when it's a 4 month of rainy season. And after that, he should come and engage in the service to find Mother Sita. But Sugriva became completely entrapped in that enjoyment propensity. So Lord showed his anger. He took his bow and arrow and he said, what does Sugriva think? I still have that arrow with which I killed Bali, and that arrow I can use to kill Sugriva also. And Lakshmana was thinking, very good, very good. See, now you are showing the anger. You should have done that long back. But Lord Ram, he said, I will send Sugriva to Yamalok tomorrow. I will show anger tomorrow. So Lord shows anger sometime to correct his devotee. Lord Ramchandra showed anger on Samudradev also. When Samudradev is not appearing after 3 days of prayers also, Lord became angry and he took finally his bow and arrow. And then finally Samudra came appearing in front of the Lord. So in all situations, when Lord shows anger, it is to correct the devotees, to purify the devotee and to deliver the devotee. That's why Lord just says, Man mana bhava. How to engage our mind in service of Krishna, how to engage our mind in the service of the Lord? By surrendering. And what is the process of surrendering actually? So man, if we take the word man and you put na in front of man, but it become naman. So paying obeisances to the Lord. When we go in front of the Lord, just bowing down in front of the Lord, that is the process of surrendering, process of taking shelter. And another is take the word mana and put na at the end. So mana plus na, manan. Always remembering the Lord. Paying obeisances to the Lord, always remembering the Lord, that is the process of taking shelter of the Supreme Lord. And when we chant the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, that is also the process of paying obeisances to the holy name, taking shelter of the holy name, always remembering the Lord. So our mind should be focused in speaking the holy name and hearing the holy name. So that is the process of surrender. So Lord is never partial. He is equal to everybody. And when we talk about the Lord, now this Narsinga Leela, whole 7th canto is very vast actually, with so many chapters and so many verses. And to speak all the glories of the Lord in a duration of 30 minutes, 45 minutes is very difficult. So just to summarize, little brief, some portion of that. So when we talk about the Lord, we talk about the devotees. Lord is never separated from his devotee. Whenever any pastime from Bhagavatam we hear, actually, this is glories of the devotees. Srimad Bhagavatam itself, what is Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam has only 3 things: Bhagavan, Bhakta, and Bhakti. It's about the Supreme Lord, his devotees, and the process of devotional service. So when we speak about the Lord, we speak about the devotees also. So when we are speaking about Lord Narasingha Dev Katha, this is actually not Lord Narasingha Dev Katha. It's more about Prahlad Katha, Prahlad Charitra. All the 8-9 chapters, it's talking so much details about Prahlad. Lord Narasingha Dev comes only in few verses. He comes and he rip apart the heart of Hiranyakashipu, his chest, and he goes back. But the whole description is about Prahlad Maharaj. So it's more of Prahlad Charitra. And Bhagavatam, when we say Bhagavatam, we say Bhagavat Katha. It's a katha. It's not a story. Right? It's not kahani. See, in Hindi, we have 2 words, katha and kahani. If we have to translate that in English there is only one word, story. There is no equivalent word of katha in English. That's why we don't say Bhagavad story. We always, in English also, we refer as Bhagavatam katha. What is the difference in katha and kahani? Kahani is some story. It could be a fiction. It is not real also. And moreover, kahani is told to just pacify somebody, to pacify the child, like the grandparents will tell the bedtime story. So the story is told to put somebody to sleep. But katha is not to put us to sleep. Katha is to make us wake up. Katha is to awaken us. Story is to put somebody to sleep, but katha is to awaken us. So that's why Bhagavad Katha, it's about the Lord, about the devotees, about the process of devotional service. So in this whole Narasingha Katha, this about Prahlad Maharaj, there are 4 aspects to this Katha. It's talking about the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. The first section, actually, there are the glories of Prahlad Maharaj. What are the qualities Prahlad Maharaj exhibited? Second section is teachings of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is teaching. He is giving his teachings to his father Hiranyakashipu also, and he is giving the teachings to all the schoolmates also. Then the third section is the troubles faced by Prahlad Maharaj. How much atrocities was done by Hiranyakashipu to kill Prahlad. So what kind of troubles he was facing, still he was equipoised in all those situations, being surrendered, taking shelter of the holy name. And then the fourth section, after Narasingha Dev appears, rip apart Hiranyakashipu, then the fourth section is the prayers offered by Prahlad Maharaj. So these are primarily the 4 sections. And let's take little bit about the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. What are the qualities which are demonstrated by Prahlad Maharaj? In the verses, it talks about particular words describing the qualities. The first one is Nirvairya. He is without enemies. He doesn't consider anybody as his enemy. When Prahlad was sent to the school of his teachers, he was sent to the Gurukul of Shandamarak. They were trying to teach him that who is our friend, who is our enemy. They were trying to train him in the matter of politics. But Prahlad Maharaj says this is all illusion. In this world, we start considering somebody as our friend or somebody as our enemy. Actually, nobody is our enemy. If somebody is really biggest our enemy, that's our mind only. Because mind can be our friend or our enemy also. In most situations, mind is our enemy only. In Bhagavad Gita also, Lord Krishna says that our mind can be the source of our bondage in this world, and it can be the source of our liberation from this world. So we need to turn our mind into our best friend. So nirvairya, the first quality is not considering anybody as the enemy. Then the second quality is prashantaya. He is very sober, very peaceful. In all situations, he is very peaceful. He is not a frivolous child. He is not having any childish mentality to run around, to play around, or during the time of troubles also, when he is troubled in so many ways. In all situations, he is very peaceful. He is very calm. Prashantaya. Nodvigno chitta vyasneshu. He is not agitated in dangerous condition also. Na udvigno. So his mind is not agitated in any situation. Brahmanaya, Shila Sampanna, Satya Sandho, Jitendriya. So these are another some of the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. What is Brahmanaya? Brahmanaya means one who follows the Vedas, one who follows the scripture. He follows the instruction of scriptures. Brahmanaya. And Shila Sampanna. When somebody follows the Vedic culture, when somebody follows the instructions of the scriptures, the Yama and Niyama, naturally he develops all the good qualities. Shila Sampanna. Today, in the modern world, we send our children to schools and colleges with all this modern education. But does it really cultivate all the good qualities, the Shila, the real character? Most of the time, we see kids are getting enamored with all the bad qualities, speaking in a bad manner, swearing at others, shouting at others. So if somebody is following the Vedic culture, the instructions of the scriptures, one really develop these good qualities. So Prahlad has all the good qualities, how to deal with all different type of people, how to deal with elders, how to deal with equals, how to deal with the younger ones. So he is Shila Sampanna, Satya Sandho, always speaking truth. Then Jitendriya, he has full control on his mind and senses. See, just remember, we are talking about a 5-year-old boy. We are not talking about some old sadhu, some old sage who has done a lot of austerities, a lot of practice of sadhana. He is a 5-year-old boy, but he is Jitendriya. He has full control on his senses. And Suhrida, he is friend of all. What is a real friend? Whom do we consider as our friend? In Hindi, the word friend means mitra. Mitatva trayate is mitra. So mitatva trayate, one who removes our shortcomings, that is a friend. So if somebody is our real well-wisher, he is able to show us the right path, then we can consider him as our friend. Like another name of sun, Surya, is also Mitra. Why he is referred as Mitra? Because he removes the shortcomings. He gives light and removes the darkness. So somebody who removes darkness from our life and bring us closer to the Supreme Lord, who brings us closer to the lotus feet of the Lord, that is considered our real friend. So that is our Suhrid. Prahlad Maharaj is Suhrid. He is trying to tell all his classmates that this life, we should not waste this life in all this sense enjoyment. From a very early childhood, we should take to the service of the Supreme Lord. So he is teaching all his classmates also. He is trying to give them Krishna consciousness. So he is real Suhrid. Then he is teaching all the relationship management, how to serve the elders, being the servant of the elders, respecting the elders. One should be very obedient to his father, his mother, his all the elders, teachers. Right now, In Western countries, we have this concept of Mother Day, Father Day. In a Vedic culture, actually, there is no system of Mother Day, Father Day. Every day is a Mother Day, Father Day, because you are supposed to respect your mother, father every day, pay them obeisances, be respectful to them, serve them. So being servant of elders. And then elder, one is not considered elder only by age. That is one criteria, how to consider somebody as elder. Actually, scripture says whom to be considered elder. Somebody is elder to us by age. Somebody is elder to us because of knowledge. Somebody is elder to us because of their position. They may be younger to us in age, like you work in your corporate world, and there may be a younger person who is on top of you, who is a manager or a senior manager on top of you. So somebody can be elder by age, by knowledge, by position, and then somebody is elder because of their particular varna or ashrama. Somebody is following brahmacharya. He has dedicated their life for the service of the Lord. Somebody has taken sannyas, even though they may be younger to us in age, but they are elder to us because of their quality, this position of varna and ashrama. So somebody is not elder to us only by age. So being respectful to elders, then being father to younger and poor. That is another quality of Prahlad Maharaj, not to chastise for making any mistake, but being compassionate towards them. Even if somebody makes a mistake, being very compassionate towards them, to show them the right path, to correct their mistake. And brother to equal. So in this world, actually, what we see is somebody is having higher position. They try to suppress others who are less in power, less in wealth. They try to suppress them. But being equal or brother, being friendly to equals, making a friendly relationship with them. So Prahlad Maharaj is Manastambha Vivarjita. He is free from pride. Why the pride can come in somebody? Pride can come because of beauty. Pride can come because of wealth. Pride can come because of power. For all these situations, for all these things, somebody can develop the pride. But Prahlad Maharaj, he is free from all this pride arising from all these things: wealth, power, prestige, beauty. So Manastambha Vivarjita. Because pride is like a termite in a wood. If the termite develops, the termite can eat the same wood. The termite has developed from the wood and it can destroy the wood. Same way, pride has developed from inside and it can destroy that person. From the same thing, the pride has come. If the pride has come because of wealth or our position or prestige, it can destroy everything. So Prahlad Maharaj, because with all his qualities, his teaching, how to live in this world, what kind of qualities we should develop. Manastambha Vivarjita. And then his devotional qualities. What is that? Vasudeva Bhagavati. Yasya Naisargiki Rati. He has a natural attraction for Vasudeva. Vasudeva Bhagavati. Yasya Naisargiki Rati. Natural affection for Lord Vasudeva. We have to get so much inspiration for doing our sadhana. We have to hear regularly some lecture on the power of holy name. We have to hear lecture on Bhagavatam to keep inspired, to continue our devotional service. So we need so much inspiration on our day-to-day life. After a few days, we again get down. We need to charge our battery. But Prahlad has natural affection. Nobody has to tell him on a daily basis, Beta, did you do your chanting? Beta, did you hear Bhagavad class? He is always remembering the Lord out of natural affection. How many classes have we heard from our senior devotees, from our guru, from our mentor, from our Siksha Guru? How many one-on-one discussion we may have? Still, we lack in our daily practice. Sometimes we again go down. How many classes did Prahlad heard? Like Prahlad, he just heard once from Narad Muni, and that time also he was in the womb of his mother, and he heard once about Bhagavad, and he developed so much affection for the Lord. He's constantly chanting the holy name, constantly remembering the Lord. Vasudeva Bhagavati Yasya Naisargiki Rati. And then Krishna Graha Grahitatma. He is possessed by Krishna. Like somebody can be possessed by a ghost, or sometimes say, oh, this graha is heavy on you. So as if he is possessed by Krishna Graha. Krishna Graha Grahit Atma. He is possessed by Krishna. He is so much attached to Krishna, always remembering him. Govinda parirambhitah. He is embraced by Govinda. Sometimes a child is crying and mother come and embrace, then the child become pacified. The same way Prahlad Maharaj in his daily routine, sometimes he will be completely absorbed in Krishna. He is sometimes crying, and then all of a sudden he feels the embrace of Govinda, and the next moment he is laughing. So if he forgets Krishna for a minute, he becomes depressed. He is crying, and then all of a sudden he feels the embrace of Krishna and he is laughing. That is Govinda Parirambhita. So from the very beginning of his childhood, Prahlad Maharaj was remembering the Supreme Lord. He's uninterested into his childish playthings. And with all that, we know when Hiranyakashipu was trying to torture Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu did so many austerities. I don't want to go into all the details because then it will become very long class, long pastime. So most of us have heard all that detailed pastime, how Hiranyakashipu had performed so many austerities to become immortal. He wanted to conquer death, and he performed austerities standing on the foot for 100 celestial years, not our earthly years, the years by the count of demigods. Raising his arms up, standing on a toe tip. So Brahmaji appeared and he asked Brahma, I want to become immortal. Brahma said, I can't make you immortal. Even I am not immortal. I also have to die one day. Then Hiranyakashipu wanted to cheat Brahma. He tried to take so many boons to become immortal. Give me a boon, I will not be killed by any weapon, any animal or any human being, by any devata, any gandharva, either on the sky, on the land, in the water, either in the daytime or the nighttime, inside the house or outside the house, in the daytime or in the nighttime. So all this permutation combination, whatever he could think of with his tiny brain, he tried to get all those boons to conquer death. And he changed the system. He was trying to rule over all the three worlds. He conquered the kingdom of Indra, also Swargaloka, and he changed all the system. That was the kind of his influence was. See, when we talk about Nrsingadev, definitely we talk about bhaktas, the devotees, like Prahlad Maharaj, and we are talking about the demon also, like Hiranyakashipu. Because we have to show that Lord comes in this world and he is not killing some mosquito, he's not killing some rat, he is fighting with such a asura who is so powerful. He was the biggest terrorist in the world of that time. All the terrorists in these days, in the modern time, they are like a mosquito in front of him. What kind of troubles he caused to the whole world? He changed the system. Somebody to go to Swarga, he has to have so many punya, some pious activity, and the people who are impious, sinful activity, they have to go to Naraka. But he changed the system. Somebody doing pious activity will go to Naraka. Somebody doing impious activity, sinful activity, will be eligible to go to Swarga. All the fruits will be available in all seasons. The fruits in the summer season of the summer season should be available in winter. The winter fruit should be available in summer. So he changed the whole system. He stopped all the Vedic system. He stopped the worship of the Lord. He wanted to destroy the Brahmanical culture. He wanted to kill the Brahmanas, kill the cows. So that was the kind of torture he was giving to the whole world. So Lord Nrsingadev appears not to kill some ordinary, some small ant. He came to kill such a demoniac person, such a big terrorist. So how did Lord Nrsingadev appear? Lord Nrsingadev, as we started with this verse, when Hiranyakashipu was causing all the trouble, so many times he had discussion with Prahlada and he's teaching to Hiranyakashipu also. Final time, when Hiranyakashipu is so upset, he wants to kill Prahlada. He's asking, from where are you getting your strength? Where is your Vishnu? He said, I am getting the strength from the same person from where you are getting your strength. He said, there is no God, I am God. Prahlad said, if you are God, see, you can only control people. You can only kill people. Can you give life to somebody? If you are God, you should be able to give life to somebody. Can you make the person life again? So where is your Vishnu? Then my Vishnu, my Supreme Lord, he's everywhere. He's present everywhere. He is in each element, each particle. And then he pointed to the pillar. Is your Lord in that pillar also? And Prahlad Maharaj looked at the pillar. He said, he paid obeisances. Yes, my Lord is in the pillar also. Hiranyakashipu got up from his seat and he wanted to attack on that pillar with the sword. As soon as he attacked on that pillar, what happened? Satyam vidhatum nijabhritya bhashitam stambhe sabhayam namrigham namanusham. As immediately Lord Nrsimhadev appeared out of that pillar to make the words of his devotee true. Sometimes Lord, he does extraordinary thing. He changed the law of the nature also to make the words of his devotee true. So many pastimes are like that. Lord Krishna, to make the words of his devotee true, he will let go of his own promise. And he appeared out of that pillar in a very wonderful form as a half man, half lion. Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki jai. जिनके चरण कमल कमला के करतल से न निकलते देखा, उसको गोकुल की करील कुंजन में नंगे पैर चलते देखा। प्रबल प्रेम के पाले पड़कर प्रभु को नियम बदलते देखा। अपना मान टले टल जाए, भक्त का मान न टलते देखा. So Krishna can give up his promise to fulfill the promise of his devotees. Just to make the words of his devotee true, Lord Nrsimhadev appeared out of that pillar. So Lord Nrsimhadev actually appeared out of the pillar in the noon time, and then he had a fight with Hiranyakashipu. He played with Hiranyakashipu, and then Lord Nrsimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu at the time of sunset. This whole time he is playing with Hiranyakashipu. He is fulfilling his desire to enjoy the Veera Ras with the Supreme Lord. And he is playing with the Hiranyakashipu is just like a child play with the lattu, right? What do you call lattu in English? Yeah. So sometimes the child will throw that lattu. It's just rotating around. Sometimes it will go far away or it will come rotating on close by. So Lord Nrsimhadev is playing with Hiranyakashipu. He is throwing him away and he will come back to again attack on him. He is throwing him apart. He's again coming back. So Lord Nrsimhadev played with Hiranyakashipu just as a child plays with the lattu. And finally, Nrsimhadev at the time of sunset, he ripped apart the chest of Hiranyakashipu with his bare hands, just with his sharp nails, fulfilling all the promises which was given by Lord Brahma. Did not kill him in the daytime, did not kill him in the nighttime, but at the time of sunset. Not in the house or outside the house, just at the doorstep of the house. Not by any weapon, by just his nails, not in a human form or animal form. A wonderful species. Brahma is also thinking, I did not create this kind of species. This is out of my creation. So Lord killed Hiranyakashipu, and then Prahlad Maharaj is offering prayers to Lord Nrsimhadev. Lord Nrsimhadev asked me any boon. And Prahlad Maharaj is saying, I don't want any material benediction. I'm not a businessman that I did some devotion service and in exchange, I want to get something from you. I don't want anything from you. All I want is please engage me in your service. And Prahlad Maharaj said one very beautiful prayer actually, that in this world, everybody is concerned about their own liberation. They want their own freedom from all these miseries. People go to Himalayas also for performing some sadhana for their own liberation. But I am concerned about all these people who are suffering in this material world. I want to bring them at your lotus feet. So what is Prahlad Maharaj teaching is very important. That is the core teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Bharat bhumi te hoile manushya janamajar, janam sarthak kari karo propakar. So that is our engagement in devotional service. Our devotional life has two aspects. Janama sarthak kari, that is our own sadhana. We do our chanting in the morning, reading of Bhagavatam, hearing Bhagavatam. So that is our own sadhana, Janama sarthak kari. Then the second aspect of our devotional life is kar paropakar. being compassionate on others, delivering others, that is our preaching activity. So we are concerned about our own progress also, but at the same time, we want to give that same benefit to others also, bringing them to temple, engaging them in some service, engaging them in the chanting of the holy name. So that are the two aspects of our devotional service. And Prahlad Maharaj is also speaking in same way in his prayer. I am not concerned about my own deliverance. I am concerned about all these people who are stuck in this world, engaged in all the materialistic activities. Somehow, I want to bring them at your lotus feet. So Lord took Prahlad Maharaj on his lap. He is putting his hand on the head of Prahlad Maharaj. Even though Lord Narsinghdev's form is very ferocious, but Prahlad Maharaj is not afraid of that. He is sitting in the lap of Narsinghadev, and Lord Narsinghadev smelling his head, kissing his head, putting the hand with the sharp nails on his head. Actually, those nails, the lotus-like hand is on the head of Prahlad Maharaj, and these sharp nails are pointing outside. Lord is telling, Lord is indicating, don't be afraid. All my nails are pointing outward to destroy all the problems coming towards you. I am here to protect you. So there's a Narsingh Kavach Bij Mantra. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Narasingham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityum Namamyaham. May my head be protected by the moon-colored one, who is the greatest among humans. My obeisances unto the ferocious and powerful, the great Vishnu, the fiery one whose face are on all sides, the fearful one, Narsingha, who causes the death of even death personified. So may the Lord protect me in all directions. And Lord is offering his protection, guaranteeing that I am here to protect you. Don't be afraid. I will save you from all the troubles in your life. And how we should pray to Lord Narsinghadev. What kind of protection are we asking for? Are we asking for only material protection for our body, for our mind? Actually, we should be asking for protection from the Lord for all the obstacle in our spiritual journey. We should pray to the Lord, please remove the obstacle on the path of my spiritual progress. As Lord Narsinghadev ripped apart the chest of Hiranyakashipu and took away his life fear, we should pray to the Lord, please rip apart my chest where so many demons are residing. All this Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moh, Mad, Matsarya. Please rip apart my heart and relieve me from all these demons. Please kill all these demons residing in my heart. And please remove the obstacle on the path of my spiritual progress. So this day of Lord Narsinghdev's appearance is very, very important for all of us on the path of bhakti. We should pray to the Lord for protecting us in all aspects of our life. Lord Narsingdev Bhagwan ki jai, Bhaktaraj Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki jai. And thank you very much. Please forgive me if I spoke anything wrong. As your humble servant, please forgive me and correct me. Thank you very much. If anybody has any question, comment.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Dandavat Pranam. Very nice class, Prabhuji. Very inspiring.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you very much.
I really like that Krishna Graha. That aspect is very nice. And I also the two responsibilities of a living entity, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. You emphasized it so beautifully. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I have a question here. Please ignore it if you feel it is not appropriate. Prabhuji, when we hear about Prahlad Maharaj's glories, the amazing qualities, it is beyond our conception. And he possessed these qualities right from his young age, practically from his birth, actually. So are there any Puranic references about his past life, who he was?
I have heard some reference. I don't know how authentic that is. But there is a pastime actually how Prahlad Maharaj, from some of the Purana, there is a reference from, see, this question comes, right? How come such a great devotee is born in a family of a demon and absorbed in the remembrance of the Lord, in serving the Lord from his very birth? So how come such a devotee be born into the family of Asura? Actually, so there is a pastime. Lord made that arrangement. So Lord say, I'm going to kill this demoniac person, and it will going to become like to destroy the, what do you say, a sandalwood forest. It just need a kulhadi, axe. So to destroy this whole Vansha or this Asura, Hiranyakashipu, I want to put that axe in his own family only. So Lord made all that arrangement. So when Hiranyakashipu went to perform austerity, and he went to the forest, he wanted to stand on his toe tips and perform austerity. Actually, Narad Muni appeared there in the form of a parrot, in the form of a bird. And as Hiranyakashipu is just folding hand and raising his hand and doing austerity, Narad Muni in the form of that bird, he is chanting, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hiranyakashipu looked, who is chanting this? And he is very angry. He is trying to find out who is chanting the name of Vishnu. So he looked here and there, did not find. So Narad Muni basically flew away, or as a bird, he flew away. Again, he started performing austerity, again came and started chanting. And Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, again Hiranyakashipu's whole concentration is destroyed. And in that angry mood, when he is not able to find who is doing that, he came back to his palace. And Kyadu, you had gone to the forest to perform austerity. How come you came so early, quick back? You said, I'm going to perform austerity for a long time. All this, my consciousness was spoiled. Somebody is chanting the name of my enemy. I could not focus. So I came back. And Hiranyakashipu, that night, he was drunk and he wanted to enjoy it before again going next day to the forest. So he, in that condition, in a intoxicated stage, he united with Kyadu. And because his consciousness, he was remembering that sound which was spoken by that bird. He was remembering, and indirectly he was remembering the Lord. He was telling Kyadu, or somebody is chanting, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. It spoiled my mood. So I came back. So because he remembered the Lord indirectly, unknowingly, a very great devotee was put into the womb of Kayadu. So that is a little reference which I have heard from some senior devotees also. I think it is in the Bhagavad Katha of Radha Govind Maharaj also I heard, and maybe some other devotee also. And this is from one of the Purana. So that is one reference. I don't know any other previous life reference that somebody got some piety because of observing some Ekadashi or something like that is there, but I don't know how authentic that is. So I will not quote on that.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. That helps. Very grateful, Prabhuji.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Any other question or comment?
Don't have questions, Prabhuji, but really grateful to you for a wonderfully enlightening class on Narsinga Chaturdashi. Really grateful, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, looks like these are the questions today. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. His Grace Vrindanath Prabhuji ki jai.
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you very much, Vrindanath Prabhu. Very nice class. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Prabhuji, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for the wonderful class.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for the nice, wonderful class. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Very
Krishna,
good, Prabhuji. Nice class, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Dhanavad.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.